Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today, so let's start with Braun Strowman has provided an update to fans following neck fusion surgery this summer. Strowman was previously sidelined due to a concussion suffered in a WWE SmackDown Tag Team match in which he and Ricochet defeated the Viking Raiders. He returned after being absent for a week, only to be absent again due to the surgery. His most recent match was on the May 1st episode of Raw, when he teamed with Ricochet against Alpha Academy. His surgery will most likely keep him out for the rest of the year. As seen below, Andrew Sports Medicine posted on Instagram that they had a checkup with Strowman and that he received good news in the comments. He wrote, "Great to see y'all today. Thanks for the good news. We wish him a speedy recovery." The next story is about during this week's episode of WWE SmackDown, it was hinted that the Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits faction will be getting a new member soon. The tease came during a backstage segment that aired during the show's first hour. Backstage with Logan Paul, Lashley, and the Street Profits discussed what would happen today at Crown Jewel during Paul's match with Rey Mysterio. After Paul left, B-Fab arrived and praised Lashley and the Street Profits' recent work before asking Lashley if she could speak with him privately. It was done in such a way that fans believe B-Fab will be joining the group. B-Fab has been in limbo since WWE disbanded Hit Row following Top Dollar's release several weeks ago. In recent weeks, Lashley and the Street Profits have demonstrated a mean streak, with Lashley teaching Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins how to be more aggressive with less of their easygoing personality. Ashante Adonis has been wrestling on dark matches before SmackDown since Top Dollar was released last month. On September 22nd, he was defeated by Cameron Grimes, and on September 29th, he was defeated by Butch. Next we have when WWE goes international, they will be missing one of its biggest stars in Gunther, who has been booked as strongly as anyone in the company while continuing his reign as the Intercontinental Champion. In June 2022, Gunther became the Intercontinental Champion by defeating Ricochet and has defended the Intercontinental Championship against various challengers, including Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Xavier Woods, Mustafa Ali, Bronson Reed, Tommaso Ciampa, Chad Gable, and others. Gunther worked the recent UK tour, with his last match happening on October 28 in Berlin, where he retained his title over Reed. While speaking with Crone, Gunther revealed that for the next 6 months as he's not allowed to leave the USA due to strict residence regulations. He currently lives in Orlando, Florida. This means he will not be competing at WWE's Elimination Chamber event in Australia next year in February. What do you guys think about this bad news? The final story is about during Fastlane, Cena and Knight formed a duo to take on Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, ultimately securing a victory for the face team in the tag team encounter. When interviewed by Inside the Ropes, Knight openly admitted that he hadn't previously considered the opportunity to work alongside John Cena. Knight said, "It's crazy because again I said this back when I was in NXT and I won the $1 Million Championship. There are certain goals that I had written out for myself, that I knew were tangible, attainable, and all that. Then there are certain goals that I didn't even think were things that were available or on the table at the time. So this is another one of those things where I hadn't anticipated me and John Cena would team up to take on one of the biggest things going right now, which is the Bloodline. So you know, a pretty sweet deal." When questioned about Cena's backstage demeanor, LA Knight first playfully remarked that John could be a difficult person. He then went on to emphasize that Cena is equally impressive both behind the scenes and on camera. LA Knight said he's a real jerk off screen. Actually, that's the problem. No. He's been great. He's been amazing, actually. John Cena made it clear that this is LA Knight's time now. It appears that the former Eli Drake is going to make the most of this opportunity in WWE. What's your take on LA Knight's rapid rise up the roster? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.